Unveiling the new look of Guinness. Discover a colorful world of more.
Six-time Olympic champion Usain Bolt says he will run in the heat of the 4x100 meters relay at the Commonwealth Games. The Jamaican is yet to run competitively this season and has never before competed at the Commonwealth Games, but he's ended weeks of doubt about his plans after flying into the host city, Glasgow. Bolt's appearance will be the first time he has taken part in the Commonwealth Games after missing both the 2006 and 2010 editions. The relay heats get underway at Hampden Park on Friday, August the 1st.
Do the bolt!
Yes, I'll be running the heats. I think I need the runs, really, because this is my first run for the season, so I really need to get it going. Well, I've always wanted to compete in the Commonwealth Games. The first one, I strained my hamstring, so I couldn't get to go in Australia. The second one was in India, and it was in like October and November, so it was a bad time for me because the World Championship was coming up. And then now I got injured early in the season, and I didn't want to try to take anybody's spot because I didn't get to go to the trials, so I decided that why not just come and run a 4x1, so that's how it came about.
But Canada's Patricia Bezubenko has emerged as the only athlete at the 2014 Commonwealth Games to have won the most medals. The 17-year-old has won 5 gold and 1 bronze, and all her medals have come from gymnastics. Bezubenko won gold in the individual hoop, the individual club, individual ball, the individual all-round, and the team all-round. Her only bronze, though, came from the individual ribbon. Meanwhile, Australia has displaced England to claim the top position on the medals table. Now, Australia made a late rally in the swimming events to increase its medal haul to 50, comprising 17 gold, 14 silver, and 19 bronze. England closely follows with 17 gold, 14 silver, 14 bronze, making a total of 45 medals. Host Scotland is third with 11 gold, 6 silver, 8 bronze medals. Canada is fourth with 7 gold, 3 silver, and 6 bronze medals. India is in 5th position with 7 gold, 7 silver, 5 bronze medals, while Nigeria occupies the 11th spot with 1 gold, 2 silver, and a bronze medal. Nico Rosberg is set to extend his World Championship lead in Sunday's Hungarian Grand Prix after claiming pole position in the wake of another qualifying disaster for Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton, just 14 points behind Rosberg after 10 races, was a favourite for pole and the race after setting the pace in practice. Instead, the Briton was set to start last and from the pit lane after his car caught fire with the session barely even started. Red Bull's 5-time world champion Sebastian Vettel qualified second, equaling his best grid placing of the season. Finland's Valtteri Bottas starts third in a Williams, with Australian Daniel Ricciardo fourth for Red Bull. That's on the sports news. The news at 10 continues shortly.
Unveiling the new look of Guinness. Discover a colorful world of more.
On the international scene, Israel has agreed to extend a ceasefire in Gaza by 4 hours. However, there's been no response on this from Palestinian militant group Hamas. Gaza residents have been using the earlier 12-hour humanitarian window to return to their homes, gather essential supplies and search for loved ones. 940 Palestinians are believed to have died since the Israel-Hamas conflict began on July 8th. At least 60 bodies have been recovered and taken to the Shifa Hospital morgue, with more thought to remain buried. After talks in the French capital Paris, foreign ministers from the US, Turkey, Qatar and several European countries urged both sides to extend a truce. It was agreed that it is necessary to get the ceasefire to roll over again and again until the level of confidence that allows the parties to dialogue around the substantive issues is established. A chief UN investigator, Paulo Pinheiro, says fighters from the Islamic State in Iraq and the Levant, ISIS, may be added to a list of war crime suspects in Syria. The list, which is confidential, was revealed to the UN Security Council and reporters for the first time yesterday. ISIS militants who control vast swaths of territory in northern Syria and neighboring Iraq have been engaged in fierce fighting with Syrian government forces in Raqqa province in recent days. People from both sides of the 3-year Syria conflict are to be included as well. And finally tonight, many of us love dogs as pets, but not many of us know how to appreciate them. Now, a puppy exchanged for a can of beer has inspired a homeless British man to discover his artistic talent in Shoreditch in London. Well, today, doors have opened for him. He can afford his own lodgings and also feature in exhibitions.
John Dolan is 43 years old, homeless and just out of prison. The phrase, "a dog is a man's best friend," rings true for him as he finds a companion in his dog, George. For 3 years, he sold sketches of George and the surrounding buildings to passers-by for a few pounds until he crossed paths with Richard Howard Griffin, who runs a gallery on the High Street.
I mean, John's rise has been really meteoric in the art world. It's like being watching an artist's career in fast forward. That's what a lot of the artists say. So his first show was a sellout. He's got this second show now coming up that's really, really amazing. He's got a book and he's doing a show in Los Angeles and all this kind of stuff. So there's a real relevance to his work and there's a real soul in it.
Prices of his original drawings are now pegged at about £3,000 to £4,000, an appreciable increase from what it was a few years ago. The recent successes is also rubbed off on George.
Oh, he eats better now. He gets tins of tuna, he gets the odd bit of salmon. He eats really well. Bless him. Yeah, he gets really looked after.
It is undeniably a huge change for Dolan. But no matter where fame and success take this artist to, one thing is sure, he would not leave his best friend, George, behind.
And the main news again. The Bring Back Our Girls campaigners have raised an alarm over the condition of displaced residents of Damboa and the notice given by terrorists to Gambaru residents in Borno State to leave their community tonight. President Goodluck Jonathan has challenged Nigerians to demonstrate the spirit of Ramadan in their commitment to the peace and unity of the country. And Israel has agreed to extend its ceasefire by 4 hours as Gaza residents continue to recover more bodies and gather supplies. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thank you so much for being a part of it. I'm Harriet Agminyi. Have a great night.